Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Allahumma shalli ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Hello everyone, how are you today? Okay, in this nice occasion, my team will present material entitled Passive Voice. Before that, I will introduce my team. First, Uswatun Hasanah Siregar. Second, Maradatillah. And third, me. My name is Chaturulandari. Oke, let's go on. Oke, jadi di sini kita akan membaginya menjadi dua chapter. Chapter yang pertama yaitu What is the passive voice? Apakah passive voice itu? Kemudian chapter yang kedua adalah passive voice in tenses. Passive voice dalam kalimat. Oke, kita langsung ke pembahasan yang pertama. The passive is formed by adding a form of the auxiliary be to the past participle of the main verb. Jadi kalimat pasif dibentuk dengan menambahkan auxiliary be ke past participle dari kata kerja utama. Nah, kalimat pasif ini, passive voice ini dalam bahasa Indonesia dikenal dengan nama kalimat pasif. Ketika kita mendengar istilah kalimat pasif, tentu ada istilah kalimat aktif. Antara kalimat aktif dan kalimat pasif terdapat perbedaan yang mendasar di antara keduanya. Dalam kalimat aktif, subjek merupakan pelaku. Nah, sedangkan dalam kalimat aktif, subjek itu bukan pelaku, melainkan menjadi objek. Dalam bahasa Indonesia, terdapat cara mudah untuk mengubah kalimat aktif menjadi kalimat pasif, yakni dengan menambahkan awalan di depan kata kerja. Contohnya, adik menendang bola. Nah, itu adalah kalimat aktif. Ketika kita mengubah menjadi kalimat pasif, maka menjadi bola ditendang adik. Seperti itu. Sedangkan dalam bahasa Inggris terdapat beberapa cara untuk mengubah kalimat aktif menjadi kalimat pasif. Caranya adalah dengan merubah kata kerja dan menambahkan to be di depan kata kerja. Contohnya, my brother kicks the ball. Itu merupakan kalimat aktif. Ketika kita ubah menjadi kalimat pasif, maka kalimatnya menjadi the ball is kicked by my brother. Nah, untuk selanjutnya bisa kita simak ya contoh dari kalimat aktif dan kalimat pasif dalam bahasa Inggris. Yang pertama kalimat aktif, he hits me, dia memukul saya. Kemudian she called me, dia telah memanggil saya. Nah, itu adalah contoh kalimat aktif. Mari kita beranjak menuju kalimat pasifnya. The Great Pyramid was built in Egypt about 5,000 years ago. Piramid yang megah itu telah dibangun di Egypt sekitar 5.000 tahun yang lalu. Mari kita lihat contoh di bawahnya. The room is being cleaned. Ruangan itu sedang dibersihkan. Nah, mari kita lihat pada kalimat pasif, tentunya ada perbedaan yang mendasar antara kalimat pasif tadi dengan kalimat aktif yang di atasnya. Pada kalimat pasif, ada penambahan to be di depan kata kerja. Seperti itu. Nah, lantas bagaimana penggunaan passive voice sendiri dalam tenses atau dalam kalimat? Mengenai hal ini akan dijelaskan oleh teman saya dalam chapter yang kedua. Selamat memperhatikan.
Now I'm going to show you how to form passive voice in every tense. The first is present simple. An active sentence of present simple is made by subject plus verb 1. For the example, I make a cake. And the passive sentence of present simple is made by subject plus am, is, or are plus past participle or verb 3. For the example, a cake is made by me. So we need the correct form of verb to be for a cake, which is here. So a cake is made by me. The second tense is present continuous. The structure of an active sentence is subject plus am, is, or are plus verb in. The example is they are painting Gabriel's room. And the structure of passive sentence is subject plus is, am, or are plus being plus past participle. For the example, Gabriel's room is being painted. So don't forget to put in being into a continuous passive. Jadi jangan lupa tambahkan being di kalimat continuous. Bisa dilihat di sini contoh dari kalimat aktif adalah they are painting, pakai verb ing, painting. Sedangkan ketika kita ubah menjadi kalimat pasif menjadi painted. Jadi untuk menandakan bahwa dia adalah present continuous, maka ditambahkan is being, tambahkan being. Karena continuous itu kan pakai verb ing. Nah, karena diubah menjadi pasif, maka jadi past participle. Kalau nggak ada beingnya, jadinya Gabriel's room is painted. Nah, kalau kayak gitu berarti masuk ke tense yang pertama, present simple. Nah, untuk menandakan bahwa dia bukan present simple, untuk menandakan bahwa dia itu adalah present continuous, maka ditambahkan being. So, Gabriel's room is being painted. The next tense is present perfect tense. An active sentence of present perfect is made by subject plus have or has plus verb 3. For the example, I have recorded the CD in London. And the passive sentence of present perfect is made by subject plus have or has plus been plus past participle. For the example, the CD has been recorded in London. So pay attention that in the active form it was I have, but since in the passive form the CD has become third person singular, so we need to use has. Now, past simple tense. The structure of an active sentence is subject plus verb 2. And for the passive sentence is subject plus was or were plus past participle. The example for an active sentence is I read an interesting novel last night. So if we change this active sentence into passive sentence, it can be an interesting novel was read last night. The next tense is past continuous tense. An active sentence of past continuous is made by subject plus was or were plus verb ing. For the example, they were cleaning the house. And the passive sentence of past continuous is made by subject plus was or were plus being plus past participle. The example is the house was being cleaned. So to make it into passive, we need to change verb ing into verb 3 and don't forget to put in being. The next tense is past perfect tense. The structure of an active sentence is subject plus had plus verb 3. For the example, they had given him a job. And the passive sentence, we use subject plus had plus been plus past participle. For the example, he had been given a job. And the next form is going to explain by our sister Uswatun Hasanah Siregar.
The next is future simple tense. The structure for active is subject plus will plus verb 1. Example, I will show you something interesting. The structure for the passive is subject plus will plus be plus past participle. Example, you will be shown something interesting. The next is future be going to. The structure for active sentence is subject plus am or is or are plus going to plus verb 1. Example, I'm going to read an interesting novel. And the passive sentence made by subject plus am or is or are plus going to plus be plus past participle. Example, an interesting novel is going to be read. The last is future perfect tense. The structure for active sentence is subject plus will have plus verb 3. Example, we will have put up the tent before you get back. And the structure for the passive sentence is subject plus will plus have been plus past participle. Example, the tent will have been put up before you get back. Okay, we form passive question by putting the auxiliary verb be at the beginning of the sentence or after the question word. Jadi, sini tuh kita membuat membuat pertanyaan dari kalimat pasif. Nah, jadi kita dengan cara meletakkan the auxiliary verb-nya di depan atau di awal kalimat atau setelah kata tanya. Example, what's the picture painted by your sister? Nah, kalau kalimat pasifnya, the picture was painted by your sister. Next, when we don't know or don't have any interest in the agent of an action, we can use a passive. So, if you don't know who did the action or you don't want to say who did the action, can use the passive. Jadi kalau kita tidak tahu subjeknya atau tidak ingin menyebutkannya, kita bisa menggunakan kalimat ini. Example, some houses were built. The last, in a passive sentence, the important thing is what happened to the subject, not who or what did. Nah, jadi di dalam kalimat pasif ini hal yang paling terpenting itu adalah apa yang telah terjadi kepada subjek, bukan siapa yang melakukannya. Example, a cake is made. The important thing this sentence is a cake is made, not who is make the cake. Okay, that's all from us. Thanks for your attention. Now, let's discuss in the Google Classroom. If you any question, you can ask it there. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.